And now, for AP Brent, I get the strategy, honestly. It's just literally to dominate the laning stages of the game. I mean, they have the Harriet up against the Irithel, and at the same time, the CC up against the Phobius. So, if things go right for AP Bren, they don't have to play around the real world
Welcome
manipulation.
to Mobile Legends!
They can just do what they gotta do. Ladies and gentlemen, game number 1 between Twisted Minds and AP Bren. It's now or never. That point on the line that they both so longingly need to make it to the playoffs.
Right, looking at the starts, it was a triple leash start for the purple buff of AP Bren, while MP the King only got the one bit of help of poke, considering that they started in the orange. Both of them, I believe, will just clear top side. They might see each other around the gold coin unless someone decides to change their trajectory and go downwards instead for an EXP lane first exit. Looking at the emblems, MP the King's rocking Assassin. He gets Swift and, yeah, pretty standard. I like the killing spree. If AP Bren aren't careful here, then, well, I mean, killing spree also for the Lucas, so they just both gotta be careful. They're both gonna be playing the same way.
Killing spree seems to be the flavor of choice for most junglers these days. A little bit of a scuffle in mid. Chovsker down to a third of his health. James Spanks giving outplayed here a little bit of a visit. MP the King about 5-6 seconds behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So they're both going to be going for a downside exit. Could be a bit of skirmish here, but the EXP laners aren't showing much. Maybe the King helping with fast clear. They want to get James out for an aggressive rotation somewhere in the river.
I like how Twisted Minds are keeping themselves scarce. They're not exactly crossing the river because they know of the amazing clapback a Lucas is possible of. Really, he's, I think, the most burstiest of all level 4 junglers right now.
Yeah, it's just enough pressure for Twisted Minds to make sure that James Pax is kept in check. But the first turtle has spawned, and I think Twisted Minds will also like to contest this.
All right, great pull by MP the King here. Both junglers at level 4 currently, and skirmish already.
Okay, MP the King already has his ultimate. Here comes James Pax with the Unleash the Beast. James might be the first man down as James Pax picks up a kill. MP the King caught in the middle, gonna get taken down by Chovskirt, but they also answer back with their shutdown.
All right, either way, that's a win for AP Bren.
Yeah, flash combo on point, getting the right targets. First, James, MP the King got dragged into it as well. So now AP Bren got the start they want, but James Pax is getting invaded. This is a good call by Escalera and Hajizi to balance out the loss that they had, and they get to bring.
James Banks sent home. Escalera and Hajizi, enough of a distraction for MP the King to make it back to the pit. And I think that's it. AP Bren are blocked out.
That's a good macro play from Twisted Minds when you thought that they were behind. A quick rotation from the mid duo forced AP Brent to think twice about what they have to do. Now Twisted Minds wants to extend the lead by trying to contain Shizu down bottom, but Hajizi already cast a real world manipulation. Escalera onto Kekedot.
Okay, so for Twisted Minds, I thought they'd want to commit the ultimate of Escalera to bring James and MP the King quicker into the purple buff so they can steal it plus get the turtle, but they decided to play it safe, gave up the purple buff, got the turtle instead, so AP Brent's James Banks doesn't lose much. Actually, he's still going out of that with a little bit of a smile on his face, even though that Twisted Minds were able to get the turtle. They're still within grounds to turn things around, and I think we've seen that as long as the flash combo from the Lucas comes in like really good, it doesn't have to be perfect, just a good one onto one, then that breaks down the team fight. Because if you lose James, then so much pressure is placed onto MP the King, who'll be the lone frontliner.
Folks, we're talking about James the Phobius, not James Panks.
Yes, James.
James of...
I mean, this is the perfect time to use the ultimate fighter.
Twisted Minds.
To not get your names twisted out.
We're talking about James Phobius Gloria, all right? Yeah. Turtle spawning in the upper quarter in about a minute, and... it seems like AP Bren want to hold on for that because it's very rare that a Lucas wins an early skirmish like that and then gets timed out. I think it's because of that panicked retribution. That's the reason why AP Bren kind of scuffled. And they shuffled back into the purples because James Panks was forced to use the retribution. Now, he's going to hold on to it. Now he's going to play that a little more cautious.
Yeah, and for Twisted Mind, it's actually okay that this game has this very slow pace because so far, Outplay's been scaling up pretty well, even if Kekedot and Shizu is right there. But here comes Escalera. They have the ultimate. Now the crash course onto Shizu, forcing out the flickers, so no flicker for the gold laner.
Oh, down bottom though. Yeah. There, despite getting spaced out, getting frozen on by James Phobius Gloria, is bullying him.
Yeah, I think that's one of the reasons why Twisted Minds actually hesitated on using the shortcut dive under the tower to secure the kill onto Shizo, because James couldn't have gone into the portal. He was too low. He was losing in lane against Dare, who's, as you said, dominating him right now. But Twisted Minds does have a better position right now for this turtle. Escalera still has his ultimate. So Kekadot, honestly, he can just die, but just make sure that he uses his ultimate, gets at least 3.
Okay, and now they're trying to go for Escalera. Shizu dashes in, forcing out the flicker. And MP the King, flawless execution to get the second turtle.
Was that a stolen shortcut?
Yes, there was.
All right, so that allows for AP Brent to relocate.
Yeah.
That's another key ult that they can steal to be able to use as utility. Look at this, Escalera gets cornered.
She's already used up the Hazam and forces Escalera forced to use the conceal.
Oh!
J-Packs out of nowhere. And now they're trying to make a trade up for Dare. Dare is going to fall, but in exchange for Escalera, outplayed and the turret up top.
He's just so confident with using this, Lucas. It was a dive. They weren't juggling it. James Pounce just said, my turn. And he got it. He got the kill onto Outplayed. What I thought was an underwhelming turtle, take that actually AP Brent didn't hardly deeply contest into, they turned into an even better play, getting the gold laner down, getting the tower in the gold lane down, and now they have a good lead. War Axe already built up for James Pounce, and he went for the route wherein he doesn't full build the Hunter Strike. He just went the Fury Hammer first, and then War Axe. Fury Hammy, that's a new one. Okay.
Yep, and then from here he has a smorgasbord of choices. Depends on how Twisted Minds plays the next few minutes of the game. James versus Kekadot. We haven't seen Kekadot really get into an amazing feast of blood just yet. Blocking out Outplayed here, almost pushes that turret.
Okay, they were able to save out the turret there up top. And so far, Twisted Mind still hasn't gotten a good initiation coming in from Escalera, but MP the King already used up the Phantom Steed trying to force Dare away. And going back to my point, Twisted Minds, they're not necessarily using the advantage of having that shortcut, because so far, AP Brent has every single lane checked out.
They are iffy on that last key to victory presented by Infinix earlier on. Redmar mentioned, initiate and dominate. Sure, they're initiating, but they're not dominating.
Yeah. Domination needs to start coming out. They are a little bit too reactive. They're starting things out, but I think after the loss yesterday, you're seeing a change in mindset on Twisted Minds. You can see it when the team is thinking discipline, discipline, discipline.
Yeah.
And that's what you're seeing right now in the playstyle of Twisted.
Yeah, honestly, they're really just focused on objectives. They're initiating when there's a turtle up for grabs, but right now, the turtle has spawned. Dare starts things off. Okay. Still not committing the ultimate here, but James Pax will secure it. Chomskert has his own Phantom Steed, forcing a retreat from Twisted Minds.
What color is your Ducati? Up top, though, they left Outplayed.
Oh!
And the RWM dropped by Hajizi.
Okay, just to clear out the mid lane and make sure the mid turret won't be going down anytime, as Outplay trying to go for a trade instead. They're not going for the full commits, but instead for the opposite lane trades.
Oh, he got away with so much, putting down the turret.
Oh!
With impunity, in comes Escalera.
And there's the initiation we were waiting for from Twisted Minds. Got more than what they wanted, a turret plus a kill onto Dare. But still, James Pax is there. Chomskirt's the will. The chase is on. Who's faster? Is it the Beast or the motorcycle? As they change their target onto Escalera, and he's going to fall down in the hands of James Pax.
Nature's greatest predator outspeeds technology. Gets a takedown on Escalera.
So 3 kills already onto James Pounce and AP Bren. I don't know whose call it was, although it looks like Chomskert was the first one through. It's like, all right, you know what? Yeah, let's do something here. That was a great call by AP Bren. They didn't give up on the clapback right away. They got something back. Twisted Minds, though, they're still playing the macro game with MP the King pushing down bottom. Slight lead for him in terms of the items. Similar build path, although Queen Swing's already built up by James Pounce. He still did not full build the Hunter Strike. Still on the Fury Hammer, while I think we're going to be seeing the last item already, last core item, excuse me, for MP that can get locked in. Might be a Malefic Roar.
All right, big rotation here coming in from AP Bren. James holding the opposite River Brush. And I think AP Bren understand the priority. They need to make some room on the map. Phantom Steed.
Okay, 2 ultimates already casted. Shizu answers back with a Zam and Force, forcing James to retreat, but he still enters in with Infernal Pursuit. Escalera onto the back. Will he cast the ultimate, though? They caught 4 and caught the silent kill. hit first. James Pax with a clapback onto Escalera, and MP the King, the next target, is outplayed as James Pax picks up 3.
Great trade. The Silent Kid silencing 3 from Twisted Minds, opening up this Lord for free.
Unleash the beast. Too powerful to deal with when everyone is just collapsing. Pop it up, flash combo, and there could be another one for AP Bren.
James up against 3, cannot sustain the damage, but Hajizi sees
they're low.
2 low bodies.
Oh!
Is also there. They're trying to go for James Pax, the retribution holder of AP
Wow.
Bren. They have to force back. Escalera already flickers out, but there, but the Yo-Yo Blitz gonna bring him down.
Why walk when you can just pop up from out of nowhere? Escalera, he tried, but he got clapped back on by AP Bren. Twisted Minds brings back an oldie but a goodie. Believe it or not, he was last seen 5 years ago in MPL Philippines Season 6 by then Carl Teasy. In his run with Bren Esports, they would then win that season.
Okay. There. Good zone, a good use of the Yo-Yo Blitz to zone out Hajizi all the way. Now AP Bren has good hold of this Lord. Escalera still not in the picture. Outplay trying to get good brushes there as AP Bren will reset the Lord dance.
Hey, every team fight has been very difficult for MP the King. There's just too much for the Leomore to deal with to be able to team fight smoothly. I think at this point, MP the King will have to think of himself as utility. Really just go for a cleanup and use the ultimate when the members of AP Bren are low. And if it can help you, use it to get better position so that you can get a better angle at retributioning the Lord away. As AP Bren, seems like every time there's a big collapse from Twisted Minds, James Panks presses buttons and good things happen.
Lord dance once more.
Escalera.
That's half health. Escalera concealed to the back.
But gets spotted out by Kekedot as they're trying to zone out the members of Twisted Mind. Here comes the real manipulation. 2 real manipulation, but James Pax will get the Lord plus the kill onto James Hachizi with a clapback and to bring down 3. And a shutdown for MP the King, the last man there. Oh, it's a full wipeout for Twisted Minds.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is what a Leomord does. He cleans house. 5 members of AP Bren taken to the underworld.
There's no holy
Twisted Minds
shield.
are no going in.
There's no holy shields, but the
there's a
Lord
Lord.
has spawned 4 seconds before their respawns. But a 4-man push for Twisted Minds might be it as they went for the tower and take game 1 away.